See, I would really
Sounds like
enjoy
the
the
coolest
parlor,
office.
which is myself, Kyle, Josh, Patrick, Gray, and Carrie. It's really nice. We got the comic book table there. We got all the Xbox boxes and stuff. But Carrie just lives in darkness. If he could live anywhere, he would live in a cave. That drives me crazy. It makes me sleepy. We had one light on today, and the first thing he says is, "Who the fuck made it so bright in here?" First thing he says in the morning.
Did you go out and get like his BB gun and just start shooting it out?
It was just, I don't know, but we are all synced up. You guys have your lunch party
your
and
periods?
stuff, but we all go to the bathroom at the same time. It keeps happening accidentally.
Wait,
Today,
synced up like
all
with
of
your
us
periods?
with our penises.
Oh.
Our penises are all synced up.
Okay.
Yeah, we all got up
Get boners
unbeknownst
at the
of each
same
other.
time?
We all got up and went to the bathroom today, and at the bathroom door we just stopped and
Does
we're
everybody
like,
get an erection at the same time?
that's how we like communicate. We're like, beep, 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 beep,
Like an antenna?
It's like
They're like
a
comm
wavelength.
towers. Yeah.
Wait, I have a bathroom
towers.
question that I thought about today, and I was curious if it's the same with everybody else. So I walked in. This is not when we walked in together, just a little while ago.
Okay.
But I walked out of stage 5 early today, and as I walked out, I was going to go to the bathroom over there, and there was someone else that was about to go in. So I walked in like 5 feet behind him. And he took the urinal, and then I went into the stall, and we were both peeing. And it's always that moment when you walk in and you're both about to go pee at the same time. Is you're trying the hardest to be the first to like pee. Is everyone else like that?
No.
Like, you don't want to like take forever to pee because then you're like you think they're gonna think it's weird. If you
Oh,
took
I
so
try
long.
peeing while they're already peeing.
Oh, you wait for them to pee.
Yeah,
If
because then it's like
anything-
dual pee.
If anything, if I'm focusing on like if I'm trying to intimidate the other person in the stall next to me or something, I aim for the deep end of the toilet.
you're trying to
so
make
then I have a
noise.
thunderous
Yeah.
roar of a urine
Yeah.
stream
Listen
from my
how loud
giant
my
girthy
urine
penis.
is.
Clearly, that's what you think. You hear that
Yeah.
roar, you're like, God damn.
That's how you prove you're the alpha.
Absolutely. Yeah. No, you pee on them to prove you're the alpha. That's what you do.
Oh.
Jordan, what have you been doing all day?
I've just been trying to pee loud.
He's been the beta the whole time.
So,
Thanks,
while we're
buddy.
on the topic of fucking gross shit, Carrie and I recently got back from MCM London, and it was a wonderful time. Everybody that we met out there, thank you so much for coming to see our booth. Thank you for trying to drink us under the table all night. It was super fun.
You got sick, didn't you?
I
it's-
did get sick.
So where you
Is
go?
this
So
the
I felt
fucking
really
gross
bad because Sunday I wasn't able to make it to the con, and I think everybody assumed I was just like hungover because that RVB UK group knows how to fucking party. No, so we think it was food poisoning, but we don't know. There was seriously at one point we were looking up symptoms for Ebola. I got super sick. I've never been this sick in my entire life.
What was happening to you?
So I was watching the live stream, and then around, I think it was like 12:30 our time. What night was it? It was Saturday night. I start feeling a little sick, a little nauseous, and I get sick. I throw up, and I'm like, oh, okay, well, this sucks. And I start texting Karen, I'm like, oh, man, I guess I drank too much, haha. He's like, oh, yeah, whatever, dude. And then a few minutes go by, and I'm feeling really sick again. I get sick. And then I start getting like bowel problems. Like it was a fucking Pepto-Bismol
I like how you
commercial,
say
man.
that as if it's
yeah,
a
it was
Whoa.
seriously like there was a narrator going, "You've got diarrhea." It was like a fucking
Like lightning
Pepto-
bolts
it was
appearing,
awful.
like, next
it was,
to you.
Yeah, everything was black and white, and I was like, oh.
Like that Invader Zim episode.
Yeah.
Honey, is it? Yep. Diarrhea.
That's pretty much what it was.
All of a sudden, it's like an X-ray of you, and you see like the thing going
Yeah,
down your stomach.
it was not good. It was not good. And then a few hours later, it got to the point where this is really gross. I'm sorry. I threw up so hard I lost my voice. That has never happened to me before.
as you were vomiting.
Because normally,
Did it
Carrie and
go?
I had a conversation about this. A bunch of us have different ways of vomiting. Gavin is the most nonchalant vomiter I've ever seen in my entire life. I was at a party with him one time. He was absolutely smashed. He goes, hold on a sec. All right, what's up? And we're like, did you just get sick? He's like, oh, yeah, what's going on?
That's how English people
Yeah.
do
It was
it.
amazing.
They're very
I've never
proper.
seen somebody so
Very
casually
proper
just be like,
vomiters.
blip. All right,
I
please
think
continue.
it's because his gag reflex is so extreme
Yeah?
that he's
Like
just like
practice.
always prepared for it.
I guess
Yeah.
that's it.
He's always vomiting.
According to Carrie just shouts at his toilet. That's how he gets sick. It's just, but I'm just like, I'm just like cough or whatever.
Yeah.
But no, this was like, it's like a, I don't want to, I mean, it's gross. It's already gross enough story as it is.
All right, I guess I'm in the shouting category.
Are you in the,
Yeah.
I was listening. I was like, which one of these do I
What
relate
category
to the most?
vomiter are you?
it's like you're taking a Scantron test. Which of these relates to
My
you the
category is
most?
the category of sounds like someone's murdering me while I'm vomiting. Just
No, stop.
All right, so you two are screamers.
Yeah, we're screaming.
I'm like a movie vomiter.
What is a movie vomit?
It sounds exactly how you think vomiting would sound. It's
Yeah. Okay. All right. So
that's
you're the
me.
soundboard vomiter.
Yeah.
All right. I guess
The
I'd be a
Wilhelm
soundboard.
vomiter.
I don't know.
Yeah.
But I got super sick, and I realized I couldn't talk. And at this point, I'm feeling really cold, and I'm just not feeling really right. So I tried calling him, but he couldn't hear me when I talked. So then I texted him something along the lines of like, I think I'm in a bad spot. Cons you come help me's. So he comes over, and I don't really remember this, but according to Carrie, he opens the door and was just hit with this burst of really hot air, and I'm standing there shaking. And he comes in. Apparently, I'd cranked the heat all the way up and had the fan on maximum. I'm like, hey, man, what's going on? I look like some sort of drug addict or something.
Oh my God.
And it proceeded to get worse from there. Like the people, like the hotel we were staying at, they weren't allowed to suggest medicine for me. Like I was like, just please bring me something, and they brought me
like a
like
legal thing?
Tylenol. I guess it was really funny
English
too because
healthcare.
I couldn't talk. So when I called them, they go, "Hello, this is the front desk," and I'm like,
Spot
I'm just
on.
doing the
That's
bad
fantastic.
one. And I go, "Hi, yes, could you please bring me some medicine?" And they immediately go, "Oh yeah, what would you like?" As if like we're keeping secrets now. I don't know. Every single time, every
Well,
time.
that's such an English thing to do. It's like, oh, he's whispering. I should whisper with
It was
him.
So
so
to imitate
weird.
their-
And I called room service a lot, and every time there were 3 different people that answer without fail. How can I help you? I'm sick. Oh no, that's terrible. And it was our secret. So it got to the point where I started mumbling things that didn't make sense, and apparently Alan and Carrie
That's
came to
not
take care of
abnormal
me.
for you, Miles.
And at one point, they said I sat up in bed and said, "I'm really sorry. I'll get the script outlines on Monday. I'm just not feeling well." And I laid back down. And I don't remember that.
Please say you wrote something in this state.
No, fuck no.
Please say you wrote a scene.
This is how fucked up I was. I do remember this. At one point, Alan was talking to Carrie like, "Yeah, I don't know. He's not looking really good. Did anybody slip him something in his drink?" And I just started repeating everything Alan was saying. And then he stopped talking, and I realized this was weird. And I opened my eyes, and they were both looking at me. And I just went, "I'm really sorry. That was weird." And I laid back down. I don't know.
That's weird.
But so this is the
what
gross.
was wrong with you? These are all kinds of
I don't
symptoms.
know. So they were like, did he get poisoned? Did somebody put something in his drink? What did he eat today? Because we went to an Indian food place beforehand, which I've had before. It was fine. And we did it family style. Where we all ordered stuff and we all
you're the
ate
only one who
the
got
same
sick.
things. I was the only one that got sick. What we think it was we ordered this shrimp curry, the prawns, and me and this other dude were just like going to town on them. It was delicious. And I guess I just got a bad shrimp or
It's
something.
possible, yeah.
And this is how bad it was. My body wouldn't keep down any liquids, any medicine. I couldn't eat anything. All of it would come back up. And this was bad because I'd been drinking heavily for 2 days.
Yeah.
I had seen all sorts of London. It was great. I saw Gavin and Dan's slow-mo ad on the side of a strip
Oh,
club.
nice.
It was awesome.
Perfect
Very
location.
Yeah. So I was out of it. They were trying to see if they could take me to a hospital, if they could get me an IV, just because I was super fucking gone. And at one point, they were trying to get me water. I could drink it through a straw, and I wanted just something other than water. I was so fucking sick of water. So I go, "Can I have orange juice?" And Alan's like, "It's a little acidic. I don't think that's a good idea. Try the 7-Up." So he gives me a 7-Up, and I'm like, "Oh God, this is delicious." I lay down, I hand it to Carrie, and he's going for it. And then, according to Carrie, my eyes just exploded out of my head, and I slammed this Coke down, and I jump up, and Carrie's just like, "Fucking get out of the way." They described it as I drifted around the corner, like they thought I was going to just knock my head open, and I'd be dead, and that would be the end of Miles Luna. I drifted around a corner, and I go in, and as I'm going into the bathroom, I go, like that. Then they hear, and there's a little bit of mess. And then they hear,
Oh God.
and this is the awful part. I'm sorry if you're eating right now.
This is
Don't
the
listen to
awful
this.
part?
This is the awful part. They hear. Are you fucking kidding me? I shit myself. I threw up so hard I pooped my pants. That was
It's got to get out.
that was my first trip to London.
It's got to get out.
It was hands down the worst sickness I've ever had in my
Miles.
entire life.
They were in your hotel room when you shat
Yep.
yourself.
They handed me underpants through the door. They're like, "Are you okay?" And I'm like, "I shit myself. I'm not okay."
Oh my God.
I just like lied in the shower for like 15 minutes. It was fucking bad, man. I don't remember Sunday. I remember I finally went to sleep. I was out for most of the day Sunday. I woke up at one point just fucking ravenous. And they had left an orange in my room. I got to the end of my bed, grabbed it, and just ate the thing, and then passed out again for the rest of the day. It was fucked up, dude.
That sounds like food poisoning.
It was super bad.
That doesn't
man.
sound like some sort of alcohol thing.
After the poopy pants incident, I come out after I shower and I go, "Alan, I don't know why, I really want some orange juice." And Alan throws up a hand and goes, "You know what? Fuck it. At this point, you deserve to drink whatever you want." And I kept it down. I drank 6 bottles of orange juice and then went to sleep.
Jeez Louise.
So I don't know. I promise I was not just hungover. It was an ordeal.
Yeah.
Yeah, you
That's
shit your pants.
I did.
That's
yeah, that was
ordeal qualifications.
You ever shit
not
your
a high
pants?
point in my
No.
life. That being said,
Well, not since I was a baby.
Oh.
Does that count? We had
See,
diapers.
at
back
first,
then.
I was really embarrassed,
We were
but then I was like,
encouraged.
"How many times have Jeff and Gavin talked about shitting themselves
Yeah.
on camera?"
No,
Dude, I made a cartoon about it.
it's true.
I pooped in the ocean once.
Does it?
Let's
When?
circle
It
back.
floats, doesn't it?
Probably like 13, 14.
What?
It was like we were
Driftwood.
I was that's good. Drift log. I was out in the ocean with some friends, and we were like at this beach in Huntington, and we were
Great, I go to that beach all the time.
you know Huntington.
Now
Beach.
it's ruined.
And we were out pretty far in the water, and so not only were we out far in the water, but the bathroom was like, the bathroom's like on the beach. It's like forever and a day
Yeah.
away from
Also,
you.
public outdoor restrooms are just you don't wanna
Especially
deal with
like
that.
public beach restrooms.
Yeah,
you don't wanna-
They're pretty bad. And so and I was like, I'm not gonna make it. So I'm like, I'm just gonna, you know what? That's fine. It's like you pee in the ocean, you can
Yeah.
poop in the ocean. And so I got a little bit away from
Nature.
everybody, kind of like slyly got away from everybody. And then it was only like a few group friends. And
Make sure you go like down the.
See, that's what I.
Oh no!
John, what
No,
did
you
you
didn't.
do?
I let my little friend go, and and it got far enough away. It didn't get anywhere near my friends.
Were you like
But
Wilson?
It did get close to some other kids, and I wasn't. I was
Were
like,
you-
I was just watching it, which is like.
Wait, watching it, you could see it float above the
Oh,
water.
yeah, it came above, and I could see it getting close to them, and I was just praying to all the
Were
gods
you-
of the oceans just to like move it away. And luckily, it moved away from them and went away. But I got this close to watching.
Would you have been like, watch out?
No. I would have turned around and gone straight back to the beach.
I mean, nobody would have known who it was.
Nope, I don't leave like a signature card in my poop or something.
If you had shouted, watch out, they would
Yeah.
have known.
This makes me terrified.
I was in Houston over the weekend hanging out with Eddie Rivas, known for The Late World and co-writer of season 10
Yeah.
of Red vs.
Red
Blue.
vs.
And
Blue.
we were talking about how we found Red vs. Blue and stuff. And I think he has like the nerdiest story.
What is it?
He
What was
was
it? I don't
he was
remember.
at a LAN party.
Great.
Already started.
And there
to
was
be nerdy.
like an FT.
Yes, Jeff.
Land party.
Land parties are
I was at a
amazing.
land party, and
Nice.
someone's like, "You gotta see this video."
That like they were using some sort of file share thing, like a common server at the LAN party, and people would always use it to exchange porn. Of
Nice.
course. And but somebody had put Red versus Blue on it, and Eddie was like, everyone else is watching porn, and he finds Red versus Blue, so he's watching
wait.
it.
Yeah, let's get
A
back
group
to this.
of people.
No, I mean, like everyone's exchanging porn, and he's watching.
But they're all watching it like jerking off too?
I don't think so.
No,
Probably
that's-
not.
have
It's
you
like
I
they
don't
use it to
think so.
exchange porn.
Have you ever been in a room of people all watching porn at the same time?
No,
No.
that would be
Done that?
weird.
Yeah, I don't think I could. That
No.
just seems. Because then you're just thinking, all right, so we're all totally hard right now.
Who's gonna be the first to reach down?
I don't know. That's just like. I feel like that porn trading system you were just talking about is also risky too. Because what if somebody's like, "Oh man, you're gonna love this, dude. Oh, it's awesome. Yeah, what is it? It's some like this chick just going down on these dogs.
Yeah.
Whoa,
Yeah,
what
that's
the
pretty weird.
fuck is that?
Yeah. No porn
Well-
is good for two people.
Yeah, I don't even like peeing in the same room as people, so I don't want to.
Do you have a phobia?
No, I'm just like I don't like it. I told that story where like JJ walked in on the honey wagon. I was like, all right, hey, I'm in here, and he's like, yeah, cool, and he like comes in, and he's like, I'm like, JJ, I'm in here.
JJ, please.
JJ, please, JJ, please.
Did you ever do land parties?
Oh fuck yeah, dude.
But what's the end of the story?
He found Red versus Blue and
Oh,
watched
that's
it,
it?
and then wrote,
Oh, I thought you were
and then
going
co-wrote
somewhere else
season
with it.
10.
Attention, Barbara.
Somewhere else. Hmm.
What did you just?
No, did you ever-
Did you guys ever watch that show, I Shouldn't Be Alive?
No,
I never watched
No?
it. I know of.
I
No,
think, I
I've-
think it
I've-
was on the Discovery
It
Channel
was.
as
It
well.
was. That
you heard
along
it.
with Dual Survival, I think was the name.
Oh,
Did you see
I
that?
don't know if I've seen that one.
It was a hardcore conservative, like military dude, and a no-shoe hippie, like super liberal dude that each had their own ways of surviving in the wilderness.
It's actually kind of interesting.
It was super. It was like it was very.
I'm gonna shoot everything.
It was
I'm
very
gonna
obviously
plant
like
the
there was a
flower.
lot of scripted moments of like, God damn it, just put on your shoes. It's not who I am, man. What's gonna happen next? It's like they're gonna fucking bitch about it and then get over
You
it.
should be the voiceover
Don't
for that
keep me
show.
down, man.
Come on, man.
Don't let the man
You know,
keep
you
you
know who
down.
did the best reality live action show?
Bear Grylls,
Survivor Man, whose name I can't remember.
not Bear Grylls.
Fucking Les Stroud.
Bear
Les Stroud. I think is his name because Bear Grylls, although very entertaining and
Yeah.
British,
Also, his name is Bear Grylls.
and
Just wanna
his name
point
is
that
Bear
out,
Grylls,
which is
and he's
incredible.
handsome,
and he's British.
and he's British. Again, let's list that a second
Alright.
time. He had the whole camera crew and everything, and like nowhere in like the episode does it say like he actually stayed out. A lot of times it was rumored that they'd film a bit and then they'd go to like a nice little base camp or something and then they'd go film more of it. Fucking Lestrade would carry all of his equipment on his back. And there was actually one episode where he gets, and it's a shot that was in almost every episode where it's a wide, vast, like beautiful landscape and you see him walk all the way over the horizon. One time it cuts to that shot, he walks all the way over the horizon and then it fast forwards and you see him come all the way back and he goes up to the camera, he goes, I have to do that every time. And he picks up the camera. And that was just so fucking awesome.
I watched
That's pretty cool.
one
That
episode of
dedication.
Survivor Man where he was somewhere like in a tropical environment in a very humid area, and he like went, was taken down river and then dropped at some point and then left there. And I thought the show was so lame because the humidity was destroying all of his equipment, and he was down to like 1 or 2 cameras left, so it like wasn't cutting to anything.
Right.
And I was like, this is boring. I want Bear.
I think that's right.
I want higher production value.
Yeah.
Because Bear Grylls is like, right, at the start of this episode, I'm going to
jumped
jump
out
out
of a helicopter.
while
Yeah.
having sex with 2 prostitutes that land on a Jaguar. Like, that
And then
was
have sex with the jaguar.
and have mixed breed Jaguar human centaur-like creature babies.
Hey, he gave himself an enema
He
on his show,
He did.
so that's pretty hardcore.
Ah.
Yeah, he may have had, like gone back to like a base camp, that kind of thing.
Yeah,
the dude
but when
did
he-
some
the
stuff.
dude- Yeah.
wasn't entertaining.
Yeah, when he got back, he gave himself an
He
enema.
was probably that guy, like, when he was in, like, the British Special Forces, like, all the other guys were like, hey, what's this? Hey, Bear, bet you can't eat your own shit. And he was like, watch me.
And then he would tell a story of like one time 2 hikers that got lost in these woods and they had to eat their own shit. Watch me do it.
He fucking every time would shit on the dead. Every single time he goes, I once heard a story of some campers that were in this very same area. They ran into this tree, tried to eat it, and fucking died like idiots. Now watch me fucking live. Like, that's every fucking episode he does that.
There was a great parody
I thought
once.
you meant he actually shit on them.
That too.
And
then he died
I was
upon
like,
that
fucked
shit.
up. Like, he found dead people. Shit on them.
Here we find 2 dead carcasses.
Let's drop some trow.
This one's a doozy.
No, it's a twosie.
He has a show now.
That's the one
Yeah,
that makes
that's
me
why
really
Gus
sick
isn't
is
on the
mold.
podcast.
Mold, yeah. I
I,
can't deal with moldy food.
I worked as a summer camp cook for a few years when I was a teenager, and we were doing inventory at the end of one week and getting ready for the next week. The campers come in. My boss is like, "That's weird. I had on here that we had a box of pears, but I haven't seen it. Like, it was delivered like ages ago." He's like, "Oh, Miles, go check out the fridge." And I'm like, "Oh, okay." Go check out the walk-in fridge. Search around. Sure enough, I find this big old box. I bring it out and I pulled it open, and it was just. This awful, just putrid air comes out of it, and they were rot. It was out of a cartoon. They were rotted to the core. It looked like somebody sprayed it with styrofoam and Gorilla Glue.
That sounds like the story of like Patient Zero.
I can't. Ever since then, dude, like mold more than anything, like makes me. It's my wet bread. I can't. I fucking can't do mold on food. I can't do it. Makes me sick.
I don't know if I have anything like that. That's like my wet bread.
Nothing-
Sound
nothing-
of vomiting. I can't do
Yeah,
sound of vomiting.
Carrie's like that, yeah.
The smell of vomit.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I
just
can't
like
do
that
any of
acidic
these.
aroma that, like, as soon as it reaches my nostrils, like, oh,
Now that's cartoon.
like it's
vomit.
I gotta throw up too
Yeah.
because there's throw.
Oh my God! I remember when I was a little kid. Like, my baby brother had just been born, and my mom was changing him in the next room, and she goes like, "Oh," because like while she was changing him, like he just projectile pooped all over something, and she goes, "Oh," and she's like, "Oh, I have this mess to clean up," and I walk in and I go, "What is it?" So the one kid just leaking out his butt, and then the other one comes in and is like, "What's up?" all over the floor.
Then your mom just goes, oh.
Did you lose your voice that time too?
No, I did not. I did not.
At least you didn't poop your pants.
I did not poop my pants.
When you get kids, there's a wealth of poop stories that you start gathering.
Yeah, Jeff ate poop one time.
Yeah. It just
What? I'm sorry. What?
You don't know the story?
Do I want to? Has it been told? If it's been told in the podcast, don't worry about it.
I forget if it
He's
has
been
been.
told a Let's Play.
He
or
was
something.
changing Millie's diaper, and I think something happened. Like
He was
the
watching
lights,
Bear Grylls.
the lights were out or something, and like
Was he like doing a challenge exercise? Like, I can change her in the dark.
no, I forget what happened, but somehow he got like something on his finger, and he like tasted it, and he's like, "That's poop."
That's awful.
I'm probably telling the story completely incorrect, but
Oh, that's
essentially he ate Millie's poop.
I
Father,
remember
daughter,
The first time I was when Amelie, my youngest, was really young, and she's in the bath and everything. This is when she had graduated, getting into the actual full-on tub.
Ooh, nice.
And she was old enough where she could hold herself up and actually sit in the tub, and not, there's a point where you have to like hold them because they're just like they'll flop anywhere. I'm drowning. Yeah, there's like a certain age from like 0 to something where your entire job as a parent is just to make sure they don't die. It's like feed them.
It's like a Tamagotchi. Easy.
Yeah, it's all it is.
Don't overfeed them.
Press the A button.
They don't have a personality. They can't do anything, and so all you're doing is just like making sure that they live.
Keep this thing alive.
Yeah, and so she got old enough where she could sit up and everything, and sitting there, and there's suds and everything like that, and all of a sudden, I saw a little something floating in the tub.
Oh, gross.
And I'm sitting in the bathroom with just her and me, and I just start
taking
yelling
after
out.
Daddy.
I was just about to say that.
She what?
She's taking after you.
Dad.
Yeah, I just started yelling out, poop in the tub, poop in the tub, poop in the tub. and not knowing what to do, just immediately pulling her out and just like, what do we do with it? Like, they won't go down the drain. And
what did you have to do? Did you like bag it up or something?
Yeah, you have to get it out.
Like a doggy bag?
I just grabbed it.
Yeah.
No, I just grabbed it and put it in the thing.
With your hands?
Yeah.
Built a small sail for it and sent it on its maiden voyage.
Miles, speaking of being friends, do you want to talk about your new friend?
Oh, my neighbor?
Yeah, your neighbor.
Oh,
friend?
fuck yeah, Alex.
We are running short on time, just so you know.
Did you? So yeah, I
Go
told you about
for
this
it.
the other day.
Yeah.
So I realized this. I made my first friend ever in my life that was not related
No, you
to
could just end it there.
school or work. School or work. I've met tons of great people through the community, but I'd consider that to be a friend through work.
Byproduct.
But this is the first friend I've made out in the wild, and it's just because we both have to take dogs out to shit because our girlfriends won't do it.
You should say what the text message you sent to him was.
Yeah, so I sent him a text, and so we talked for a while, and he's a cool dude. And once we started talking about nerdy shit, I was like, all right, this guy's cool. Like, he was telling me, he goes, yeah, I'm kind of into Magic. I'm like, oh yeah, the card game. He goes, yeah.
No.
I have like a no, as in you have a quarter behind your ear. And
Different spelling.
yeah, he said he's like, yeah, no, I'm kind of getting by right now selling some of my Magic cards. I'm like, oh really? He goes, yeah, I'll probably a $10,000 deck. I'm like, oh, so you're into Magic? Okay.
Kinda.
So we finally, through like a million times of like, we get out and we had the joking conversation of, oh, I don't remember your name. Haha, this happens all the time. And oh, I don't have my phone. What's your number? I finally get it. I finally sent him a text message. I said, yo, Alex, it's Miles. I'm sitting here in apartment 616, ... thinking ever so fondly of you and our blossoming new friendship. That seemed like an appropriate first text
You
to
even
somebody.
read that creepy.
Yeah.
Why? Well, I
Blossoming
thought it was funny.
friendship.
I thought it was funny.
Have you been joking with him
Has he
before?
replied?
He did. Well, we fucking hung out since then, and he was he didn't text me until the next morning with, yeah, hey, I went to bed early last night and dreamed of said friendship. What are you up to tonight?
All right.
But
when
he
you
never
posted that, it was a little sad.
I posted that because it was like 2 hours after I sent it and I got no response. And I send a text to Carrie. I go, I take a picture of what I sent him. I go, hey Carrie, did I like lay on like the bromance a little too hard with this? And he goes, well, that depends. Are you trying to fuck him?
Are you?
Well, are you?
I mean, yeah.
Okay.
No, he's super cool. And we hung out. We played. I left the Cards Against Humanity stream to go play Cards Against Humanity with my neighbors.
You're
It was
in
a
the
good
mood.
time.
Cool.
It was a good time.
I'm so proud of you.
I need friends too. Can I get his
Yeah,
number?
let us be friends with him.
And work on those personalities.
Cool. Well, I think it's time to wrap up the podcast.
Aww.
On that fucking bummer downer
We have
insult of
a-
a note.
We didn't-